welcome back to Metal Gear 2. I've been a bit sick. I wasn't here last week. Coughing, spluttering, not good audio stuff, but feeling well enough now that we might give it a crack. And you're right, remember last time we were here, we were following a green beret through the jungle. And so I had the idea, I had the thought of, I'm not going to make you sit through me failing to follow this guy again and again. I could just see myself, because I felt so, not hard done by, but it felt a bit unfair last week, or 2 weeks ago, when he managed to spot us and I thought we were hidden. I thought we were good to go. So I thought, all right, what I'll do is I will record and I will, instead of stream, I'll record it and then no commentary, just record it, do it over and over again. And then the stream tonight would start with times 1.5 times 2, however many times it took to go through this whole segment. So, of course, I sat down, started recording, did it the first time. So that was it for that plan. And rather than make you watch that recording, I think we can have a crack at doing it live for the second time. We'll see. There's something about the background music for this area that sounds kind of familiar. It's just that ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. And I love the scale of this area because the trees, and they are trees, you can see the trunks kind of in those sprites because of the way it's animated. It makes it look like Snake and this guard are both skyscrapers, like they're taller than all these palm trees in the jungle. And I know with COVID and stuff, people haven't been outside in a while, but if you've seen a palm tree recently, they're pretty bloody tall. So the mental image of Snake and this guy just towering over trees like something from Attack on Titan or something, I don't know, makes me smile. So we were given the hint to follow this guy, that the only way through the jungle is to follow him. So I took the liberty, after I managed to get through the jungle, to also then follow the correct path. But the game simply goes, nah, if you're not following him, then you get a random... Every time you leave a screen, you just end up in a random spot. And that time, I was simply too slow to follow him. So, the curse, the live stream, the demo curse. Maybe... He respawned straight away, at least. See, this is what I mean. I was like, I'm not gonna put people through following this guy over and over again. And then for some reason, I was just that little bit too slow. Lucky me. So as I was saying, oh jeez, this is not a bit. I'm not doing this deliberately. It was recording it while not streaming. First go. Trying to show my skills while streaming. All right. Third time's the charm. Let's do it. At least there's only the one loading screen. Imagine if this is like a Commodore 64 game or something like that. Like you're playing Saberwolf, and every time you transition between screens, it would just be like that disk drive loading noise. I do get nostalgic for the C64 days. I do get nostalgic for those games. I will never not emulate them because the loading times were completely bonkers. I haven't looked into speeding this emulation up yet. Uh, it says it's running at 100% speed, like normal speed. So I'm happy to leave it as it was back in the day. Back in 1990. My tongue immediately wanted to say something after 90, but it's like, nope, just the start of the decade. I do like how it has its unique music for this part, and how the Green Beret stops, pauses, turns with a boink. That's right. We're going to stay close. As long as there's some background geometry between you and him, it should be okay. I'm curious. It's interesting that transition there didn't take too long when the other one did. I don't know what the rules are for this screen, for this little sequence. Because when you go south from this screen, you're actually back on the first screen. He actually walks you through a couple of screens, a couple of the same screens. So that way, that time I was just making absolutely sure there was real estate between us and him. That's got to be close enough. There we go. Let's just stay here where we're not even on screen fully. Neither is he. I do think about practicing parts before I stream. Like the streaming something live, I prefer it to kind of be that first look, that first impression. My daughter was watching a Super Mario Odyssey LP video the other day, and like, oh no, 1 pixel too far. Oh my gosh. Anyway, uh, the person who was doing the video, annoying voice aside, uh, he saw the dinosaur. Spoiler alert for like the first world of Super Mario Odyssey. He saw the dinosaur in the first area, and it was so obvious that he'd seen it before, and he was faking that enthusiasm, that surprise. I don't expect, internet YouTube folks to be expert actors or whatever, but if you're gonna pretend to be surprised, maybe make it a bit more convincing. But then again, all my stuff, when I do put it on YouTube, I don't mark it as for kids, simply because I swear a bit, and I'm not sure of the appeal for kids of a game from 31 years ago. So I'm not chasing that market of chucking a kid in front of YouTube for however many hours and hoping they hit repeat on your video to get lots of ad revenue. Although the YouTube Kids experience is so much better than YouTube at the moment because it's not 20 million ads. It is an ad before everything. There's ads in the middle of things. So, and you're saying, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, MMG, ad blocker. And it's like, yes, on the computer, that's fine. I've got the ad blocker, don't worry. But when your kids want to watch something and it's not on YouTube Kids, you pop YouTube on the TV, maybe you want to listen to some music, something that's not on Spotify, and it's ads, ads, ads. The most egregious of which are, make sure you pay attention because this ad is a half-hour ad before your 5-minute video. And yes, you can skip it at any time, but if you're not paying full attention to the TV and you're like, why is this ad still going? And why is this non-kid friendly content playing? And why is the tracking bar say it's 20 minutes in? Anyway, that's my issues with YouTube. I'll bring up before I publish this to YouTube later on tonight. Almost feels like the start to the Mission Impossible theme, but then it goes its own way. So certainly no plagiarism or anything there. I'm just saying it's just that bum 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 reminds me of it. Bum 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 bum. What a theme that was. I do need to get back to playing Impossible Mission and Impossible Mission 2. The issue of Retro Gamer I'm currently reading. Oh, thank crikey. And I say currently reading because I'm well behind. Had a feature on Impossible Mission. I didn't know there was an Impossible. I knew there was an Impossible Mission 2. I didn't know there was an Impossible Mission. Gosh, that's hard to say. I think it was 2524 or something on the Amiga, which is why I've never played it. But that's something definitely I need to check out. I played the remake on the DS. That was good. And maybe I realised it, but maybe I never realised it. But Impossible Mission 1 has randomly generated levels, and Impossible Mission 2 has set levels. Okay, we're not going to go. We have to hide. Okay. This is where we see a bit of a change. He kind of hustles. It doesn't make a big difference. But, if you're hunched over your MSX back in the day, no save states, him suddenly going boom, 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 boom would probably give you a heart attack. We can't run. Snake can't run, so we just have to do our best to stay close. And then we're back here. I'm even more paranoid now about not getting too far away so it doesn't time out on us. Go, Snake. Get in a hiding spot. There we go. I'm overthinking it now. I'm panicking. One more look behind. Two more. And now I actually have to use my other keys now. Oh, nope, not yet. We made it. Thanks for your help, loser. And now we have a map. We can see actually where we can go to go back. So Listen to that music. Right, let's see if we can get in here. Of course. Oh, hello. I hear somebody. You hear that? Somebody's knocking on the walls. Oh, wrong wall. So, we don't have any bombs or anything. So maybe the codec can help us. It definitely sounds like somebody's banging on the walls. I need to remind myself how to play the game every time. Oh, okay. Contact Miller. He is our former survival master. He has a lot of useful ideas. Okay. I'm in trouble because there's somebody banging on the wall and I have nothing to get me through that wall. I've got a gun and that's it. Well, Miller's useless, isn't he? Ah, there we go. That was weird. The difference between heroes and cowards is not whether they feel fear or not. It's the willpower to suppress their fear and do what they should over. Thanks, Miller. Completely useless. Let's try our other friend. I've forgotten her name. Okay. Okay. Kodak is not the answer. Ah, maybe Kodak is the answer. He was tapping on the wall. Maybe he's using tap codes. The manual explains how to decode them. Over. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Is there a way to change my screen to show the manual PDF? Tap code. Tap code was a communications method used in POW detention centers of North Vietnam. Prisoners often referred to them as Hanoi Hilton. Some claim it was already established by the Korean War. It is based on coding and decoding through taps, noises and sounds. The sender, with the table in mind, hits the wall, the floor, pipes, anything that could create a reverberating sound. The receiver decodes according to the same table. In this way, prisoners could exchange information without speaking to each other. Specify the rows first. Hit once for first row, hit twice for second, and after several moments, send the column information through your hits. Okay, so it's talking about hitting once for the first row, twice for the second row. Okay. It's interesting that it says that because, and you can't see this, of course, but it says hit once for first row, hit twice for second, and then, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 rows. Maybe, oh, okay. So it's actually got an example here of 3 hits, then 2. So that means row 3, column 2, M. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. I know you can't see the tap code guide. We'll figure it out. Hang on, hang on, hang on. That is a lot of taps. Let's see if we can't note this down on Notepad as well while we're at it. Okay, what I'm going to do, because that is a lot of taps, it must be doing like row 6 or 7, so it's numbers, potentially. I know this must be a bit irritating, but this, by stepping in and out, I think that's the way I'm going to be able to make sure I'm at the start of the code. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a codec. I think it's telling us a codec. Okay. It's a codec. It's definitely a codec because it's starting with a 1. Okay. Yep, 1, 4. 14098? No, hang on. Hang on. Sorry, I'm terrible at this sort of thing. So, it's definitely 1, 4. I think we're definitely getting a codec code out of this. There's just so many fucking taps. So that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 0, yep. 8. 8, 2. Okay, let's give that a go. So 14082. Oh God, please don't be finicky. Yes! I feel quite proud of myself for that. You know what tap codes mean. Dr. Marv? Long time no see, Solid Snake. Dr. Petrovich, what are you doing here in the sequel? Marv and I were friends. I was caught together with him. Where is Dr. Marv? He was transferred to Tower Building A. Oh, hang on. He was transferred to Tower Building a few days ago. A tall building some miles to the north. Damn, I'm late once again. Snake, can you guess why they keep me alive? No, Einstein, I don't. I mean, sorry, Dr. Marv. Because they need you. So, it's Metal Gear, Snake. They have one here. 3 years ago, you destroyed only an experimental one. They have a new Metal Gear, even more powerful. Then it was Metal Gear that raided the nuclear bases. Correct. Metal Gear is a nuclear-mounted walking tank. Zanzibar land gained a unique nuclear force in the world. Moreover, it now wants to own the alternative energy Oilex. Now can you see who is behind all this? Big Boss. His scheme is to hold the world with Metal Gear and Oilex. Never pass them Oilex. Science is not for murderers. Marv has strong will but weak heart. What about weapons manufacturers? Anyway, how long can he endure their interrogations? ... Question mark. If they use drugs on him, we're in big trouble. I hear Dr. Marv loves to hit it. Marv, like me, has a small transceiver in his body. It was given to us by the female STB agent who escorted us. You can contact him if you know the frequency. What's the frequency, Kenneth? Petrovich, what will you do? A Chobham plate wall divides us. Blowing it off is impossible. Leave me alone and rescue Dr. Marv. What? I'm just going to leave you here. I see. I'll come back later. Snake, my daughter Ellen still likes you very much. Oh. She can't forget you. She won't marry any other man. Okay. Anyway, I know the zoologist Joseph Norden who lives nearby. He will help you in animal matters. 140.40 is his frequency. Okay, writing that down. No problem. I'll save you before your daughter's wedding. Snake, he just said she's not marrying anybody else. Thanks, Snake. Is Snake implying that she's going to marry him? I'm lost. I don't know, dude. You tell me. Animals don't suit battlefields. I cannot understand. Over. Deep. All right, Colonel. What do we do now? You're on your own. Okay. So we can't save Marv yet, but at least we've been there. It says it's to the north. I'm going to heal up. It looks like we can't exit this screen any other way than going back south. Like, this is just a dead end here. Let's see. Let us see. At least we've got the map now. Don't have to follow that guy around. So I think if you can see the radar, you can see that, yeah, there's some dead ends, and we know the dead ends ahead of time. Maybe we just need to go off to there you go. That looks like a way to go. There's some rather large buildings to our east. So he said to go north. Snake, watch out. You're in a minefield. Oh, it's deep throat. Who are you? Just one of your fans. Do well. Be best. Okay. Now we had a mine detector, didn't we? There we go. Oh, look at the radar. Now, one of the advantages of crawling is that you just pick up the mines. Look at that. So now if we press F2, there you go. Look, we got mines. Invisible without detector. Crawl over to pick up. What I will do though is I'm going to drop a save. Should I clear this screen of all the mines in case I need to run through here later? Not sure. Can I? Do I have enough capacity? Is another question. Managed to miss that one somehow. Come on, come on. There we go. We've got an 8 out of 11 so far. So it looks like there might be 4 more to the north. We're into double figures. Great. Just pick them all up. We've got guards moving in from the north. We've got mines on the map. So I definitely think I want to pick all these up. I definitely want to move over this way. Oh no, they're moving back north again. Okay. Oh, it's all happening. You are walking on Nariko sand. It was imported from as far as Okinawa of Nihon. Okay. Be careful. The sand squeaks when you walk on it. Bye. Thanks, Holly. That's actually really useful to know. Luckily, we're already in crawling position. Although I'd love to get into one of those trucks and see what's in there. But we can't attack anybody while we're crawling either. So while we're crawling, we're somewhat defenseless. Oh no. Where's that guard going next? He's just hanging out, isn't he? Okay, great. Please go north. Oh, God. Right, I'm going back. I'm going to raid these trucks. Oh, this is that squeaking sound. That's great. Definitely take ammo for sure. Get me out of this truck. Give me a ration, thank you. We don't need the metal detector anymore. Go, Snake, go. What? Ah. Oh, jeez. That was unintentional. Oh, well. Let's change weapons so we don't blow ourselves up. What is that big white thing at the top of the screen? Enemy robot? Tank, maybe? We're still on that squeaky sand, though. Let's just double check for mines. No, all good. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, it's just taken off. Ah, indeed. Oh, it's going to try and kill us. Oh, God. That's a good time to be on your feet, Snake. Can't leave the screen. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're just going to die. Just going to die. Okay. Where does that put us when we continue? It's $1 million question. Oh, gosh. I thought we had to follow the green beret again. Okay, I'm going to call it there for the evening since I'm still on the recovery road. But thanks for watching. This has been Mystical Machine Gun, and I'm signing off.